Welcome back to Anime Fight Club, everyone. My name's Grim. Today we're checking out Demon Slayer episode 6, entitled Swordsman Accompanying a Demon. It starts off with Urokodaki explaining what the Demon Slayer Corps uniform is used for. And basically he's saying that it's strong enough to protect him from low-level demons' attacks. Then he explains what the Nichiren sword is and the different colors, and he explains that most people don't have the black blades. Some people think they're a bad omen. He says that black blades are rumored to only be wielded by a swordsman that has little chance of going very far. But Tanjiro doesn't let that affect him. He still smiles and says he doesn't care if he's destined for greatness. His only goal is to turn Nezuko back to human. And Urokodaki has no doubt in Tanjiro's ability or determination to make that happen. And he then gives Tanjiro a different box instead of that basket to carry Nezuko around. He explains that it's been specially built to make it as durable as possible for the situation that Tanjiro needs it for. He asks Nezuko to kindly get in the box, and she seems to reluctantly do so. I don't know if she's reluctant or just tired. Tanjiro starts to make his way toward his new mission, carrying Nezuko on his back, and he's trying to talk to her and she's not responding. In which he has the flashback speaking with Urokodaki, remembering that she may regain her strength from sleeping. So then he stops talking to her and continues to move on through his journey. He finally comes across the town to the northwest, the one he was assigned to go investigate. As he's crossing the bridge, we get a big look overview of the town, which just looks to be like a town. I don't want to call it slums. It does seem to be a bit dense, but it's just a town. Then we see some image of some kid walking up the street in this village that Tanjiro just approached, and he looks to be extremely distraught. Like, he's messed up. Like, you can tell that he's been through something. We don't know what, but then we hear the people in the village talking to each other, and someone says that he was right next to Satoko when she was taken. So we can only assume that he witnessed a demon abduct someone that he cared about, and he's like walking around just a husk, a shell of himself, trying to live, haven't realized, or you know what I'm saying, he's trying to live after seeing a demon abduct someone he cares about. So Tanjiro kind of hears what's going on, and he asks Buddy what happened last night. That kind of pulls dude from his daze, and then he starts to tell Tanjiro what happened. Buddy has attempted to tell many a person what happened last night, or when old girl got abducted. No one's listened, but Tanjiro is there for the story. Tanjiro listens, then he puts his nose to the ground like a hound dog and sniffs and senses what's been going on. He can tell that something's wrong. He can tell that a demon has been there. Buddy is doing everything he can to get Tanjiro to believe that old girl really did just vanish, and Tanjiro believes him. So they continue around the town at night trying to figure out what's going on. Tanjiro hasn't introduced himself, but Buddy still kind of has an inkling that Tanjiro might be a demon slayer. So we change scenes from Tanjiro and Buddy in the middle of a street to some girl in her home. It looks to be like a massive home, especially by like Japanese means. It looks huge. She's talking about being safe and going to bed and whatnot. We see her walking around this home, and we can kind of tell that something's following her, something's watching her. It's like this ominous shadow just kind of following her. It's not attached to anything. It starts to surround her while she's sleeping, and once it's engulfed her, these arms start to reach out as though about to grab her. They wrap their hands around her mouth. She can't scream, she can't pull herself free, and then whatever this is, well, we know it's a demon. It just sinks her into this dark puddle. It just drags her down into the depths of this shadow. Tanjiro seems to have a feeling, an inkling that something's going on. He goes on to say that the scent's gotten stronger, that the demon is active, so he starts to rush toward whatever's going on. Tanjiro rushes toward the scent that he smells, and then stops, realizing he smells two scents, a demon and a human girl. He moves on cautiously, sword ready. He finds where the scent is strongest and stabs his sword into that point, which happens to be in the ground. We hear the demon wince in pain. The shadow appear, and then Tanjiro reaches into it and grabs a girl out of it. The demon was trying its best to grab onto her, just ripped off a piece of her kimono. Then we realize that this is our first instance of the blood demon art. Tanjiro, finally having come face to face with this demon and realizes it's time for battle, reaches out to Buddy and asks him to hold old girl that he just snatched out of the ground. Tanjiro asked the demon what he did with the girls that he's kidnapped. Something about there's something I want to know. He hands the girl off to Buddy and says as long as he holds her and stays close, he can protect him. And it's really something how far Tanjiro's come. He was such a wimpy little snot 3-4 episodes ago. Here he is with all his confidants, and I can't even deal. So the battle ensues between Tanjiro and his demon. He uses his sense of smell and attacks the demon. Water breathing, 8th form. He goes in to attack the demon and 3 more pop up. He retreats and uses 8th form, waterfall basin, to attack all 3 as they come up off the ground. He also goes on to tell Tanjiro about Mizan Kibutsuji, about the demon that was able to transform humans into demons, the one that attacked his family. So we finally get the name of the head demon. Tanjiro uses 8th form, waterfall basin, to attack this demon, and he misses all of its vital points, saying it's because he switched forms halfway through. So the demon retreats back into the ground, back into its shadows. He says that demon is the only one that will give him information, or would have the information on how to turn his sister back into a human. Tanjiro, thinking to himself, realizes that each of the demons he's facing has the same scent. And he remembers that during the final selection, those 2 demons were fighting each other. He remembers that they don't usually work together. So that must mean that these 3 demons are all one demon. He then uses water breathing, total concentration, 2nd form, water wheel against the demon. Manages to harm it, but still doesn't take it out. The demon manages to get away from Tanjiro. The demon starts to get a bit frantic, saying that old girl's 16 already, she's losing flavor by the moment. So he's starting to get desperate, trying to get Tanjiro and this other boy out of the way so he can devour this female. Then the demons start to talk to each other. They're part of the same person, but part of their personality is separate. One part of the same person is telling the other part to calm down. So you got one part that's calm, one part that's frantic. So the demon asks Sakato, which is the girl that Buddy's looking for, which one is that? And it opens up his kimono, or whatever it's called, yukata, whatever it's called. He opens it up only to show all these different trophies, all these different combs and whatnot from his victims that he's killed over the days, the years, weeks. I don't know how long he's been doing this, but that sends Buddy into this slight frenzy. He only realizes, like, man, this dude has killed a number of people. Like, the girl that I'm looking for is actually gone. That also sets Tanjiro into a rage. He gets upset, but at the same time, the demon attacks him. Tanjiro counters and cuts off the demon's arm, but obviously it wasn't enough. It's gonna regenerate. The demon comes out of the wall and goes to attack Tanjiro. He dodges and then is on the end of another assault. The demon reaches out his palm, flexed to the sharpness of a spear, coming at Tanjiro. Tanjiro manages to block and counter it. Nezuko managed to counter it. She opens up the door and counters this demon's attack, confusing the demon, wondering why a demon slayer and a demon would be working together. So now we got Tanjiro and Nezuko both on 2 feet against this demon. The demon's confused, doesn't understand why this is happening. He sinks back into the abyss to gather himself. It's beautiful. Even though Nezuko is a demon, she sees these 2 defenseless humans as allies, someone she needs to protect, and she softens up a little bit. Then we see Urokadaki in this flashback explaining that he used hypnotic possession against her and said that all humans are her family, that she used to protect them, that all demons are her enemy. So that's why she's looking to protect these two humans and get super hype while rushing towards these demons. Man, talk about the power of hypnotic suggestion. Oh my goodness. But this was episode 6. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm super hype. I can't wait to see how they manage to take down this demon. Will it be Tanjiro or will it be Nezuko? Like, Nezuko seems to be awesome, being that she's a demon. She has this superhuman strength, the ferocity of a demon and whatnot. But then on the other hand, you got Tanjiro trying to become a demon slayer, and we have no idea what powers the demon slayers have. Like, we don't know what's gonna come with them. So I'm super excited to see what's gonna come from this development of Tanjiro into a demon slayer. Like, we've seen these water-based techniques. Like, how many more are there? Or is he going to be able to use different ones? What are the other demon slayers going to be able to use? I'm super excited. Please leave a comment below, hit the thumbs up, please subscribe. I hope to see you all next episode, and as always, otaku for life.